All right. First, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well and taught me his truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there to the four corners of the earth, pushing this word to the sincerity of the truth. Shalom. This is the brother Kazakbar from Jim and Charlotte. And come with you, with a milk scripture, man. One of the first scriptures I learned when I first came into truth, and hopefully, for the younger brothers that are coming into the truth, and for brothers that's already in the truth, just to remind you of the scripture we always constantly bring out to show you that we are the people the Bible speaks of. All right, so this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more, and there shall be in Slaki, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Kind, man. So it says that the Lord Yahweh shall bring us again into Egypt with ships, man. And when you go into the word Egypt, man, it's the actual word in Hebrew is Matazarium, which is for Egypt was the house of bondage, slavery. I got a scripture to back that up really fast. Let me go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. All right, this is Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am Yahweh, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Kind. So when you get that word Egypt, it just means the house of bondage. All right, slavery, basically. All right. So it says, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt. You can substitute that word for bondage or slavery. So the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. And then how did the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get into their captivity, man? By way of ships. You heard of the transatlantic slave trade. They took Gad and Reuben and shipped them over to Europe, to the east. And then they also brought Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, all right, from the west coast of Africa on ships, and brought them to the so-called Americas, man. All right, to America. And we're the only people, Israel's the only people that have been sold into slavery on ships, man. And how it's not talking about old Egypt is because Egypt and Israel, that's a, a a walking journey, man. So to speak, it's a walking journey. All right, you don't need ships to take get from Israel to Egypt. All right, so that's how it's talk about slavery, America, man. All right. By the way thereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more. And what shall we not see no more? Our homeland, man. All right, we're not gonna see our homeland no more, man. All right. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Yeah, bondmen and bondwomen, slave men and slave women, man. And when the the Northern Kingdom went over there to Europe, they were sold on auction blocks, just like the Southern Kingdom was sold on auction blocks here in America, man. So we should see the land no more. We sold for bondmen and bondwomen. All right, slave men, slave women, and it says no man shall buy you. Yeah, and when you look into that word buy, redeem you. So nobody's redeem us back, man. Try to come and get us and tell them not to put us in slavery, man. All right. So hey, I hope that was edifying, brothers. Just get that scripture. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna read it one more time, and this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And Yahawah shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Yeah, man. So this is the main milk scriptures that helps to show us that we are the people of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because of how we came into slavery, man. And nobody else on this planet has gone through that except the nation of Israel. All right. So with that, brothers, I hope it was edifying. And until the next time, next milk scripture, Shalom.